It's back called the Ready.
We live in a time where we question our frame. When they ask us what our rights are, they say, yeah, don't need them. What a mistake that is to say. We live in a land we ought to be free. It's not seeming that's how it is shaping to be. The Constitution is supposed to guide us. Our government is taking it away and trying to deprive us. Our kids are taken every day by CPS agents looking for prey. They don't give a damn about the Constitution. We have found the one and only solution. There's a couple of people you should know. Tiff and the Punisher is their show. They want to stop CPS from stealing our kids, fighting beside us and trying to guide us. Tiff has a heart of gold. She blasts these caseworkers when they are wrong. She beats them down with her knowledge, better than the kids who are in college. The Punisher is abolished all the way. He's been here for years, they took his daughter away. He came from the darkness he was in. Now it's time to make parenting great again. Together, they making a commotion, telling all the parents use the Constitution potion. You have rights, did you know? Learn to use them on Tiff and Punisher show. We all admit the times are hard. No little children in the front yard. Tiff and Punisher are fighting so hard. They are waging war, on their side is God. They don't stop if they get in trouble. They are fighting for the children, double trouble. The strength they need, they get from each other. They have each other's back like sister and brother. They are Tiff and the Punisher, saving the families from corruption. They want you to join their movement, no repercussion. You need to learn the thing called the Constitution. Inside that document is our solution. CPS, we have your number. We are coming for you, hear our thunder. Your fate is sealed, have a nice day. You won't break another family. No more trauma for kids, that's like blasphemy. Keep your thoughts to your own ideals. Soon enough you'll be clicking your heels, because you need to go to jail. All of us fathers will be chugging down an ale. The mothers will squeeze their young ones tight, as CPS workers are locked down for the night. They had a choice they didn't make. Now they spend their days in crates and know it's wrong to kidnap. So from all of us, this is your payback. There's a couple of people you should know. Tiff and the Punisher is their show. They want to stop CPS from stealing our kids, fighting beside us and trying to guide us. Tiff has a heart of gold. She blasts these caseworkers when they are wrong. She beats them down with her knowledge, better than the kids who are in college. The Punisher is abolished all the way. He's been here for years, they took his daughter away. He came from the darkness he was in. Now it's time to make parenting great again. Together, they making a commotion, telling all the parents use the Constitution potion. You have rights, did you know? Learn to use them on Tiff and Punisher show. That's all we need to get on with this fight. The document that most people call you'll barely read in light. Pick the parts that pertain to your case, show them the results and spit in their face. We are Tiff and the Punisher, fighting together, displaying our unity with the birds of a feather. If it's a million, that's great, but one is just the same. We'll bring these kids home and know every name. We will smoke every social worker in court, their heads down with no support. The country knows CPS is doing wrong. If they don't, then play them our song. We are Tiff and the Punisher.
They are taking our kids every day. I shout them in and no one has a thing to say. For those who have been isolated, don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come, we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeve. You can't do what you're trying to do. We've done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You know the number. We'll steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, God damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids' pictures held up like thin tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. Give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stopping.
Hello, Lewis. Or Susie. Dr. Death's in the house. Dr. Death, yes, I have a new monitor.
Good Lord.
So now we've got these two side by side here. These two beasts here, where things happen. So yeah, we're good. We're up and running. That's the new system here. These are both 65. You know what sucks is I got the 85-inch for the studio, and we couldn't get it in here. So Mary ends up with the 85-inch screen out in the room in the office here. So yeah, I measured. We couldn't get it through this door in to make the turn. It's too big. So I had to go back and I had to buy these two 65s. And, there's a lot of things that you can look up online and find great deals. That's all I'm going to say about that. But if you look up Walmart and look up big screen TV deals or sales or whatever, Mary's yelling at me from the, like, I'm the only person in the world that looks at this, honey. So just, check those things out, guys. If you're into looking for a TV, or they have a tool, Heart tool set this weekend coming up. That's the whole Heart tool set. I'm a Milwaukee guy, but they have the Heart tool set. It's usually $250, $10. So, anyway, that being said, boy, our boy last night had a lot of information.
Oh yeah, yeah, he did.
Man, he really knows what's up and down and left and right. That's for sure. I get such a hard time when I listen to like people like that talk. Like it makes me so angry that they can so fluently just be like, the USC code 12345-394 serves as a purpose of the blah 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 blah. And I'm like, son of a biscuit. You know, it's tough. It's tough to remember all that stuff. It's tough to have that, on the tip of your tongue and to just say it. So my old partner here, Melissa Hara, she used to be like that too, man. That woman was just a talking dictionary of just
Turn your mic on.
problem that I'm having is the battery noticing. I think they're AAA. Can we get the chart double A's? Can we use the rechargeable for this? Yeah. So what do you think of that new song, Tiff?
Oh, I love it. Now I'm gonna have to put that one on my work phone.
Yeah. Well, there's another one. It's the same song but different version that I want you to. We'll let everybody else hear it too.
Okay.
Pretty. It's then people can tell me what they think. It's pretty. I like it. I really do. I wrote this one today. I had a lot to do today, and then I just had a writing bug that I hadn't had in a while, and I wrote this one, and then I messed with it, and all of a sudden it was time to go on the show. I'm like, oh my god, I didn't get anything done today. I was supposed to get done, but I did get a new song. So out of that, we got that. So, as I hear Mary sighs out there. The living room is still torn apart from the new TV not fitting in the office and such. All right, let's see here. It's amazing how many Tiff and the Punisher songs I have. It's really crazy.
You just need to do a whole CD. Turn your mic on.
All right, back at the ranch. There we go. Sorry about that. I don't even know where I got lost there in that conversation, but it doesn't really matter. I was wondering, what does everybody here have on their mind? We haven't done this in a little while. We haven't really what are some of you guys out there in the audience? There we go. Dr. Death downloaded the parental rights case law from their website last night. That's cool. But is there any? Oh, please comply and abolish CPS soundtracks so we can rock out to these songs at the red light. Hell yeah, damn right, classic mom. That just pumped me up because I have tons and tons of Tiff and the Punisher songs. And what is kind of sad, I will not lie to you, is the songs that got made for others that like that we've dropped off along the way. And I guess that's the best way to say it. Like there's so many people that get involved in this stuff that aren't here anymore. Or I don't know, who knows what happened to them. I mean, there's but so many different circumstances, but it's crazy that the amount of people that you run into, even at the beginning of this election, think about the amount of people that were ramped up and ready to rock and roll and, going to show us all the support that they're gone, like we haven't heard from them. And I think that's another problem with this. I don't know if you want to call it a movement, because this thing's been moving for a long time, and not necessarily in the right direction. But there's movement, all right. But it's just it gets frustrating sometimes. I know you've been doing this for half a century, so
Believe me, I have my days.
Right. You know, there's days that it's hard enough to get up and do something for yourself, let alone try to help others, you know. But yeah, guys, check this song out here. I'll only play like the beginning of it so I don't bore you with it. But here we go. Let's see here. I'm gonna stop sharing something already that I don't know what I'm sharing. Whew, hopefully it wasn't my picture from earlier. I'm not gonna lie about that. All right, let's see here. I think it's right. Is it this one? Let's see. No. Oh, right here, maybe. Come on.
We live in a time.
No. Come on, where are you? Oh wait, no, here it is.
It's got something called Tiff and Portion.
That's what we just listened to. Yeah, here we go.
We live in a time where we question our freedom. When they ask us what our rights are, they say, yeah, don't need them. What a mistake that is to say. We live in a land we ought to be free. It's not seeming that's how it is shaping to be. The Constitution is supposed to guide us. Our government is taking it away and trying to deprive us. Our kids are taken every day by CPF's agents looking for prey. They don't give a damn about the Constitution. We have found the one and only solution. There's a couple of people you should know. Tiff and the Punisher is their show. They want to stop CPS from stealing our kids, fighting beside us and trying to guide us. Tiff has a heart of gold. She blasts these caseworkers when they are wrong. She beats them down with her knowledge, better than the kids who in college. The Punisher's abolished all the way. He's been here 4 years. They took his daughter away. He came from the darkness he was in. Now it's time to make parenting great again. Together they are making a commotion, telling all the parents use the Constitution potion. You have rights, did you know? Learn to use them on Tiff and Punisher show.
Yeah, so what do you think of that one?
We all admit the times are hard. No little children in the front yard. Tiff and Punisher are fighting so hard. They are waging war. On their side is God. They don't stop if they get in trouble. They are fighting for the children. Double trouble. The strength they need, they get from each other. They have each other's back like sister and brother. They are Tiff and the Punisher, saving the families from corruption. They want you to join their movement, no repercussion. You need to learn that thing called the Constitution. Inside that document is our solution. CPS, we have your number. We are coming for you, hear our thunder. Your fate is sealed, have a nice day. You won't break another family, no more trauma for
There's
kids.
that one, and then there's this one here. And we'll vote. Let's do a vote between these three. The one that we open with. And then this one.
We live in a time where we question our freedom. When they ask us what our rights are, they say, yeah, you don't need them. What a mistake that is to say. We live in a land we are to be free. It's not seeming. It's how it's shaping to be. The Constitution is supposed to guide us. Our government is taking it away.
That's not the one.
Oh! Oh!
We live in a time where we question our freedom. When they ask us what our rights are, they say, yeah, don't need them. What a mistake that is to say. We live in a land we are to be free. It's not seeming that's how it is shaping to be. The Constitution is supposed to
I
guide.
don't like that one. Put that one right on the chopping block. There we go.
We live in a time where we question our freedom. When they ask us what our rights are, they say, yeah, don't need them. What a mistake that is to say. We live in a land we ought to be free. It's not seeming that's how it is shaping to be. The Constitution is supposed to guide us. Our government is taking it away and trying to deprive us. Our kids are taken every day by CPS agents looking for prey. They don't give a damn about the Constitution. We have found the one and only solution. There's a couple of people you should know. Tiff and the Punisher is the show. They wanna stop CPS from stealing our kids, fighting beside us and trying to guide us. Tiff has a heart of gold. She blasts these case workers when they're wrong. She beats them down with her knowledge, better than the kids who in college. The Punisher.
And then of course I had to do the rock and roll version.
I like the first one. Let's see what everybody else says.
Yeah, well, you got to hear this one too, though. Hold on. We'll fast forward it for a little bit. It's really
We live in a time where we question our freedom. When they ask us what our rights are, they say, yeah, don't need them. What a mistake that is to say.
Yeah, I really like this one though when it gets down into the big stuff here.
I couldn't hear you.
It's not seeming that's how it is shaped. It's taking it away and trying to deprive us. Our kids are taken every day by CPS agents looking for prey. They don't give a damn about the Constitution. We have found the one and only solution. There's a couple of people you should know. Tiff and the Punisher is their show. They wanna stop CPS from stealing our kids, fighting beside us and trying to guide us. Tiff has a heart of gold. She blasts these caseworkers when they are wrong. She beats them down with her knowledge, better than the kids who are in college. The Punisher is abolished all the way. He's been here for years. They took his daughter away. He came from the darkness he was in. Now it's time to make parenting great again.
Oh, you know what? I just thought of a great idea. So check this
What?
out. So first of all, whatever song you guys thought was pretty cool, let us know. So which we'll use that. But you know what? If you guys want to have a song made, that I'll make a song for you guys, and you send us a donation with that, with the words and what you guys want for lyrics and who you want it about. I know the donation could be, you said that you sent our link to someone else or whatever, anything like that, or a few bucks, whatever. I'll make you your own personal songs. I'll do that. So CPSV or Tiff and the Punisher. What one is it? Tiff and Punisher, right? At Gmail.
Tiff and yep.
Yeah, Tiff and Punisher at gmail.com. or put it right up here, whatever you guys got to do. But if you guys want me to make you guys a song about your kid, about what you're doing or whatever, just send me some information, and I'll get you guys some tunes. I don't know. It's kind of a good way to feel better about a shitty situation. You know, like when you can either that, or it's a great way to put yourself right into depression and hide in a corner and cry too, when you can make those songs for yourself. But sometimes you need that stuff. You know, it depends on what part of healing you're in or where you need to be. I mean, I could be in the middle of a grocery store and see a little kid eating a whatever, and it could send me into a third world freaking run out of the store before I freaking flood the store. I mean, that's it. People, like this tears with your emotions so tremendously. You never know when you're gonna have a breakdown. It really is crazy how that happens. Like you just all of a sudden could just be unleashed. So yeah, that's cool. Let's do that. It's so, guys. So if you guys want to have a song made for you, your loved ones, whatever, get in touch. Any type of donation, and we'll make it happen. What do you got for news, Tiff? Anything good?
Well, I got something funny to tell you. Now, I can't talk
Oh,
about the meeting that I was in, but I can tell you, um, sometimes I just don't have a filter. Okay, no, that's all the time. But anyway, I was in a meeting yesterday, and the girl I was with, I looked at her and I said, "Do you trust me?" And she said, "Yes." I said, "Because I have more knowledge than those two put together that are sitting right there about CPS."
You do though. Like what are they, like fresh out of high school or fresh out of college, and you're coming in there with 35 years of experience. That's not just education. That's experience. That's miles
Yeah.
around. That's ring around the tree.
The look on the faces of those two was
Oh
priceless.
man,
Their jaws hit the table.
lucky that's all that hit the table.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
when you said that I had a heart of gold, and I do, um, but when I said that yesterday, that's what we talked about most of, that she just couldn't believe that. And I pointed at him.
Mm-hmm.
I did just like this.
Right out. Those two right there.
Yeah, those, and I said it right in front of him. But anyway, uh, other than this shit going on with Israel, I haven't seen anything else with
Oh, hell,
CPS. At 3:30, Iran attacked Israel.
yeah. This, you know what? I've been saying it, and I'm telling you right now, I'm going to go on with this, that this whole thing is a farce. This is not real. I mean, it's real, but I think it's all coordinated for the bigger picture of what's happening. That's my opinion, for
Yeah.
educational purposes only. But I feel like they all knew about this. They all knew what was going to happen, and it was so that America could continue on, because we don't talk about this. Whoa, we don't talk about this a lot, but the state of our country and what is this going to have to do with our kids? With let's say that everything changes, like they say, the redistribution of wealth, like things like that. If that happens and we all wake up tomorrow and we're millionaires because they redistributed us into the wealth portion, would be nice. But I wonder what all that means to our kids too, like coming home. I mean, I'm sure if the government itself is being restructured, then CPS has to be part of that. There's no doubt about it. If that's really what's going on in this world. If it's not, well, then we're still in the fight, and that's it. So no harm, no foul. But what I want to talk about is, what are we going to do with the parents that have already been terminated? Like what? Because we talk about all of these other, my kid's been here for 20 plus years, or this or that, and all this other stuff, but they're not terminated. Like what about these parents that have been terminated? Kids have been adopted, life's gone on. What is going to be available for these parents, if there's going to be anything? Or is this going to be yeah, hook it up, classic mommy. What's going to be available to those parents? Because I mean, that's, for so long it's been, and once you're TPR, that's it. Go sit in a corner and die, pretty much. Like that's your option. But now, with everything going on, and the way that we're, you know, like we're starting to like move around things like void ab initio and fruit of the poisonous tree and all of these, you know, and you don't hear a lot of people talk about latches either, because is latches used in family court? Because you would think it would be a lot easier to take that down if it was or if it wasn't, or because if you don't use latches at the beginning, then you're screwed, right? You can't connect to.
Like, if you don't insert your rights from the very beginning, you can't go back, right, and say, well, they violated my rights, because latches is attached, right? You can't go backwards, you can only go forward.
Right.
So that's why I tell people from the very, very beginning, just like I did at the hospital. I mean, I started with my daughter the minute she came in the room, and she kept on and on and on. And finally, I just said, I'm invoking her rights and his rights. And then when she got here, since she didn't know what they were, I gave her a breakdown of what they were and asked her if she needed me to continue with them.
Mhm.
So you have to, from the very beginning, you have to insert your rights, because the saying is, if you don't use them, you lose them.
And then on the record that way too, because then you're in the courtroom and the stenographer has put them up, and it says point blank right there that you've invoked your constitutional, your rights.
My daughter's paperwork says, grandma's belligerent, screaming constitutional rights, civil rights, human rights. And I said, yes, you violated all of them. I'm glad you put it in your paperwork that you filed with the court.
Right. Oh no, Albie says, yeah, we cannot go back to the Middle East. Well, Albie, I didn't know that that's where you were from. That's really sad that you can't go back there because of.
Wow.
Man, that's so sad. That just took my. Yeah. Albie, I didn't realize that you were from over. I'm sorry that you can't go back over there. Yeah, Debbie, no, we didn't. A lot of us didn't know our rights, and I don't care who you are. Be like, these people that are like, oh, I knew my rights, I did it. Really? Then where's your kids? So don't sit here and say you did everything right from the beginning, when you're sitting here fighting me with this, in this way. If there's one thing that you need to be with all of this stuff, is honest to at least nobody more than yourself. When you're fighting for your child, you need to be honest with yourself, at the bare minimum, if not everybody else. Don't run around and lie to people that are trying to help you. Don't say that nothing happened for the people, your advocates, or people that are trying to help you. You need to confide in these people and hold them to a level of confidentiality if you need to, but you need to tell them the truth, because there's nothing worse than spending a bunch of time on someone and coming up with a great defense. Like you're getting ready to go into that courtroom and smash them, and right before you're getting ready to do that, they're like, oh, I forgot to tell you that I did, do XYZ. And you're like, are you kidding me? We just spent all this time on this, and which is the main part of our defense. Well, I'm going to get in trouble for lying. I didn't think that they would check on it. No, they're not going to check on it at all. Never. The hell are you thinking? Like you can't lie. You just can't. It's just a bad situation to be in for everybody with these things, And it was Abraham Lincoln, I think, said, if you, I don't remember now, with the mopping and never mind, forget it. I lost the whole saying.
I'll drop you like a bad habit, and a lot of attorneys will drop you too.
Yeah, right, exactly. If you're not going to be straightforward with them, absolutely, they're not going to waste time, especially if they're volunteering it. That's
it's not so much. For me, it's one that you lied to me. But two, I've been doing this so long, people trust me. I'm not putting my reputation and the person that I am on the line for somebody that just lied to me. I will drop your ass like a bad habit.
Yeah, drop you like a toilet seat. Yep. Man, yep. Nothing worse than a good liar, I'll tell you that much. I have a, you know what I have? I have a lie detector test.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you do, don't you?
Sure do. I was thinking about cranking that baby out during the in the mall. You know, get a little stand in the mall and do lie detector tests. Right. Albie says you cannot lie to your attorney. It's the dumbest thing to ever do. Do not lie in court docs. Correct. Yeah, man.
I'll be right back. The baby's crying.
All right. Yeah, I just heard him. So yeah. Yeah, you cannot. You know, my brother says that there's two people that you don't lie to in this world, and that's your lawyer and your doctor. Because what the hell are you going to lie to your doctor about? You know, it doesn't seem like a good idea when they're the ones that have your life's in control. Just like a lawyer. You know, same thing. But man. So yeah, make sure you're honest with them. And been trying to get my right in this court here, and I'm not getting anywhere here in Iowa. Yeah, Lewis, I hear that. Can't share the link. Please look up warrantless searches of rural Cali County home struck down by federal court. Okay, I will do that right now, and we will pull that up. Yeah, well, you're a mechanic, Lewis. You could always, sneak a fib here or there. I mean, it's not like, all right, I'll agree with you on that. You should definitely not mess around with anybody's. I mean, they're giving you to help you out and it's such a dire situation, because just as stressful it is for us, for you guys, as parents, it's just as stressful for that advocate, if not more so, or whoever. You want to make sure that you get all of that. You want to do it right the first time. We got some big things coming, guys. I about it right now, so I don't want to be that lame person to say this, but there's big things coming. What's up, Cody? Yeah, Lewis is here. Dr. D. Dr. D says his wife's trying to get you, Dr. D. Yes. How's the boy, Tiff?
Well, I brought him out here. He's not feeling good.
No. Man,
come here.
A little tight. Let's see. Wake up, San Francisco. All right. And make sure when you are looking for CPS, when you type in CPS, remember that you're also typing in for the Chicago public schools. So make sure that you adjust those spellings so that it reads proper. So one day. Media here for us. See what we got in the news. Oh,
well, I hope everybody signs up for on the parentalrights.org website, because it is a good website.
Yeah, great. It really is. And we're gonna try to get him to come out on the show at some point, right? Hopefully. My microphone come off? No, my microphone's on, right? Yeah. Got here.
Thank you. He's just sick tonight. He's got a viral infection and having a hard time breathing, and he's just cranky.
Now, what's it say? Admonished. West Virginia Circuit Judge admonished for statements about CPS issues.
I think that he was I think don't because there was a couple of judges that were being ridiculed for reprimanding CPS. So I'm not sure if he was reprimanding them, or if he was speaking out against them, or I think he was speaking out against them. But West Virginia is a bad state too, so
Yeah. I'm looking up here to see what we got. So is that good that there's all right, Garner parents charged with refusing to turn child over to CPS. 2-year-old from Lake County Child Protection Services. No kidding. All right, let's see if we got a story for this here. I guess not. No new story here. But it looks like a mother and father were charged with abducting their own child Monday after they refused to turn over their son to Child Protective Services, according to the Garner Police Department. The officers arrested 26-year-old Shaheen Ballard and 23-year-old Kayla Young, charged each with one felony count of abducting a child, according to Gamer Police Captain Michael Melvin. Medlin said they refused to do so. The Garner police ended up arresting them at an apartment in Garner. Police turned over the child to CPS. Both parents are scheduled to appear in court Tuesday. Medlin said they refused to do so. They're not going to put much out. Now, I'm surprised we're not seeing more of this stuff. These parents not handing their kids over to CPS. I got my friend Crystal. They came and took her.
he's waving.
Hey, bud! Baby shark, baby shark! How you feeling, buddy? You feeling bad, huh? Oh, bud, you look bad. You need to get some sleep, buddy. Take it up tomorrow. Yeah, get some night-night, get you strong. Oh, poor baby. Oh, it kills me to see him like that. Florida State is retaliated against parents and children and adults advocate who fight for freedom, using anything by the means to keep their funding and cover up their crimes. Yeah, I learned a little bit about Florida myself, and they are good at that, aren't they not? All right. So, that's that one's in the news. Let's see what else. Talks about those judges. Child Protective Services seeks safe county workspaces as funding needs mounts. In Gloversville, suspect. Yep. New York lawmakers passed bill to ban anonymous CPS hotline. So that one went through. So that's cool. Banning the anonymous CPS hotline. Ching! Win for us. NCD HHS takes over child welfare services in Vance County. There's another investigation since last year violating the safety of children and their. I don't believe so.
I think if
Alright.
you call and report somebody to CPS, that it shouldn't be anonymous anyway. Well, nothing is anonymous anyway now. Everything is digital.
Right. And what they, yeah, I mean, you figure these next round of grown-ups, they're not going to have as much access to anonymous things as we did as we were younger.
Right.
No more prank calls, no more is your refrigerator running? Well, you better catch it, and we used to sit around at the table at our house, and we would have the phone book, if anybody knows what those are. And we had the phone book, and our buddies, we would spin the phone book around, we'd flip through the pages, and you drop your finger in there on somewhere. And then you pick it up, and then that's the number they call up the prank call. Oh, yes, Brian. Brian, if you have an update that you want to come in here and shoot the breeze with us, you're more than welcome. I'll put the link up for you, buddy. Tiff and I look like we're welcoming that to you right now. If you'd like to come in here and give us an update on what you know, what you don't know, and what you can talk about, and what you can't, and give us an update on stuff. Here's the thing. The clock is ticking now. Hopefully Brian will get there. They allowed a mortgage company to file fraudulent default loans on housing. Blind, fighting for grandkids and daughters, fight for children, and daughter fights for children. Advocate aid gets traffic tickets on probate. Wow. I don't know what else that says, but all right. So, yeah. Charge. Yeah, don't forget we've got the 7th annual Equal Shared Parenting Conference on Sunday, June 29th. Starts at 2. We'll begin at 8, and that's Central Time. And it's virtual on your computer, phone, or device, and then on some special media outlines. So make sure that you yeah,
That's Sunday or Monday?
Yeah, Sunday the 29th. Yep, Sunday the 29th.
I think our time it's 3 o'clock.
Yeah, because it said it was
3 to 9.
Central. So it said it was Central. So because they're Central.
Yes, if you're on the East Coast, it starts at 3.
Cool. And ends at 9.
Yep.
Yep.
You said that's Monday?
No, Sunday.
Oh, I was going to say. Because I thought I was going to say that our show's on Monday. Yeah, Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh, yeah, because next week's day, your birthday and my son's birthday.
Yep, that's an exciting day here. Anybody wants to send in a cake? You can give me anything, really.
And actually, the 29th is my sister's. She's a Cancer, too.
Oh, that's great. Never had this many people of July in their birthday realm right around me. I mean, it's usually I am the star, But it's me, Tiff, your son. Who else was there?
My sister.
Your sister.
My goddaughter. Hers is the 11th.
Got it.
Yeah. A lot of Cancers in this family.
Well, hopefully that is the.
I guess we're sleeping on the couch tonight.
Yeah, you're going up there. Look at that. You're making me look like I'm going to have a nap, too. Look at that. Yeah, you just don't feel good, poor little boy. Our books are getting closer and closer to being done.
He must be able to breathe better this way.
Yeah. Hmm.
My poor
You know,
roly roly. Huh?
yeah. Journalist Guides to Impact. Pointer welcomes inaugural class for covering child welfare. A journalist guide to impactful reporting. Huh. Send that to me, Darren. I'm gonna have that article. Pointer welcomes inaugural class for child welfare. Journalist Guide to impactful reporting. Here we go down the road. Shoot. New training program covering child welfare. Critical, blah, blah, blah. Through this series, 6 online group seminars. Oh wow, this is good. This is like a big, not a big event, meaning lots of students, but like lots of students for. What are you gonna do? Let's see here. It empowers journalists with the skills to tell the stories to make a difference. Yes, public education. Journalists will be equipped to educate the public about the long-term effects of foster care on families. Wasn't that nice?
Should we get journalist passes, press passes?
Yeah, we might as well so we could stay up to date with Gunner and everything. Gunner's those ones were he's got the actual IF. What is it? The International Writers Guild or something, right? The IW FB or whatever it is.
I don't know, but he needs to send me the link. I told him to send me the link and he didn't.
Yeah, he's one of those people like, don't tell anybody because I don't want to get it. I want to get it first. Man, I mean, how old are we? 3, 5, 7? Whatever. But yeah, so there's going to be another app, and the other thing, there's going to be all kinds of good stuff. The thing that's up and coming that I can't talk about, and it's going to be very soon. So be prepared for this, guys. Going to blow you away. It's going to be very helpful to every one of you out here. And I'm still toying with an idea that I have in my head, and I'm going to continue to toy with it for another few days. But believe you me, if I do act on this, then you guys are going to go, whoa. And yeah. So CPS doesn't vet their anonymous reports before entering the field to family homes. Okay, good stuff. Right. Usually they make you go in there and do like a actual. They're not like little huts and above. They make you go in there and do some, touching and some abrasive. Oh my goodness. Okay, so, well, I think we've done it. I think we've done good.
Yeah.
For tonight. I think we were up and we're lame. You're tired. Oh, thank you, Lewis. Birthdays are coming, so we appreciate that. I know we were lame tonight, guys. Just bear with us. We had a lot going on these past couple of days. And Tiff's been dealing with the fighting of the healths in the house, and I've got some things going on here. But we'll be back tomorrow night with some piss and vinegar and some fire for you and everything else. But for tonight, let's get out of here. Call it a night. We know when it's time to say enough is enough. So, guys, thank you very much for joining us. We promise we won't let you down. Tomorrow night, same place, same time.
I wander around my head feeling lost. It's been so long since I've seen you, I'm so depressed. I don't want to forget you, so I won't rest. This is my calling, this is God's test. I wonder why he chose this road for me. It's hard to think this is my destiny, but God, you's the creator, you surely knows. So please explain the journey, let's go. You must have faith, that's all. God will not let you fall. For in the end there's a lesson, so keep the faith, keep on pressing. I think about you 100 times a day. It's no way to keep the pain away. I'm so scared of forgetting your smile, so I look at pictures of my child. It breaks my heart we lost her so young. We missed all the tender times, can't be redone. Please God, stop the pain, this is no fun. I know that God has the plan. I don't understand who I am. I do know I have the faith to pray to God from any place. Please God, make this pain end. It's a nightmare that should have never been. My faith in you is guiding my way. Excuse me, God, I have to say, give me back my baby, I'm not playing around. She's a piece of my life. I'll do anything for you now.